social media platforms, but I like when there's a button that says, "Are you sure? Are you sure you're ready to go live?" And I can say, "Yes, here we go. I'm ready." I see that we have, oh, welcome. A couple more friends have joined us already. I am so happy that y'all are here with me this morning. And remember, there's a short delay between what I do and when you see and hear it. So when I ask questions, it'll take a little while for me to be able to see your responses. But I still really want to see your responses. So type those out to me on chat if I ask a question, or if you have a question that I don't ask. Okay, this is a very, very exciting day because it is a world premiere of our Tiny Tales to You theme song. What? Yes, that's right. I'm really excited to sing with you this morning. You're going to catch on right away. Listen to this. We're here to meet some animals, lizards and guinea pigs. We're going to play and move and sing with hedgehogs and tortoises we adore. At Tiny Tales to You, we learn to be a friend to all the chinchillas and bunny rabbits. It's time now to begin. What do you think? I think it's pretty fun. And hi to Junie. This time, will you guys at home kind of move side to side like this with me and sing along? Here we go. We're here to meet some animals, lizards and guinea pigs. We're going to play and move and sing with hedgehogs and tortoises we adore. At Tiny Tales to You, we learn to be a friend to all the chinchillas and bunny rabbits. It's time now to begin. All right, we're official. It's time to meet our very first animal. And this morning, I have Luna the Leopard Gecko, who's going to come and say hello. Here we are, Luna. Luna is different from other geckos. Not only does she have this beautiful spotted body. Look at that. Oh, hello, Luna. But she has different feet. Now, geckos are kind of known for being able to climb up on glass because they've got these really sticky foot pads. But Luna doesn't. Luna has feet that are similar to a lizard who may live in a milder climate and move around on rocks and sand and things like that. So she doesn't have those sticky feet. Something else that's a little different about Luna the Leopard Gecko, look at her tail. Now I want to give her lots of support while I show y'all her tail. Whoa! Would you look at that? Might be a little confusing to know which side is her head and which side is her tail. And that is one of her defense mechanisms as a gecko in the wild. Oh, and she's so soft. She feels like velvet. If a predator is coming near somebody who wants to eat her for lunch, they might shake their tail back and forth and make that animal who's trying to get them, make that predator think that the tail is the front of their body. And so if they need to, they can detach their tail and escape with the really important parts of themselves, which is, of course, their head and their body. So I think that that is a fascinating thing about leopard geckos. Also, I'm going to give you a nice close-up. First, I'm going to go up to Instagram. Look at those spots. And I'm going to come down here, Facebook. Look at those spots. Luna has those spots all over her body, and that is why she is called a leopard gecko. All right, I see we've got some more friends who have joined us. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. If you are watching with someone, with a child or with a friend, tell me your names so I can give you a little shout out. We already said hello to Nina and to Junie, so welcome. I'm glad you guys are with us. And look at that, y'all. My mom just joined on. Hi, Mom. Thanks for watching. All right, well, Luna the Leopard Gecko. Do you see how she's walking? She can move really, really slowly. And her dots, her spots, her leopard-looking spots can help her blend into her environment so that she can catch bugs, which are her favorite snack. Judy and Paulette and Johnny. Hi, Johnny is watching and Evan says hello. Welcome back, Evan. I'm so glad that you are here this morning. All right, Nina wants to know if the tail will grow back. Wonderful question, Nina. Some lizards who are able to self-amputate their tails, it does grow back. But a leopard gecko, if they have to let go of their tail, it will not. It will be gone forever. And they can still be okay, but they won't have that beautiful tail. Their tail is also important because it stores energy for them to use later. What other animal do we know that has something on their body that can store fat and energy? Let's see. Well, we can. We don't have a tail, but we can store fat and energy on our own bodies to use later. And the animal that I was thinking of was a camel. Camels have these big humps that help them store food and water and energy for later. Harper, welcome. I'm glad you're here this morning. All right. Well, Luna is ready to go back into her little home. So I hope that you will all take a final look at beautiful Luna, who I don't know if you are aware, but she's a lizard wizard. Luna, is that true? She does spells and things while we aren't looking. All right, we're gonna say goodbye to Luna. That's right, a camel. Oh, and I have Allie, who is one of our other amazing experience leaders who's on the call. Hi, Allie. And she let me know that I got my leopard gecko confused with my crested gecko. Leopard gecko tails do grow back. Crested gecko tails do not. Thank you so much, Allie, for reminding me of that. Oh, I'm glad we caught that misinformation. All right, goodbye to our wizard lizard. And hello to one of my favorite new creatures, new animals that we have here at Tiny Tales. I would like all of you to say hello to Millie the millipede. Now, if you have seen a millipede before, you kind of know what they look like. They've got all these amazing legs. Here we are. And millipedes live in dirt and dry grass, and that's where they get their food too, is in that area, and leaves and things like that. I want to make sure everyone can get a really good look at Millie. And when I was thinking about something that might be really fun to do with Millie, a song to sing, I thought of the wheels on the bus. Millie doesn't have wheels, though, does she? Oops, I keep taking Facebook out of the frame. I'm sorry, y'all. Millie doesn't have wheels. She has these fantastic legs. And let me get her up nice and close so you can see her legs moving. Whoa! She is an Orthoporus texacolans. And that is the fancy name that means a millipede that lives in Texas and New Mexico and even some parts of Arizona. She does not bite and she does not sting, but she can, if she needs to protect herself, excrete a gel or a liquid. So I've got the question, so they sting? No, they do not, but a centipede will sting. But our millipedes are very, very friendly. So we're going to sing the Wheels on the Bus together, but we're going to say, oh, Junie asked, does it tickle to hold a millipede? You know what? It kind of does. Their little legs are so tiny that when they move up and down, it feels almost like a tickle. All right, we're going to sing the legs on a millipede go up and down, just like the wheels on the bus go round and round, right? Here we go. She's stretched out. The legs on the millipede go up and down, up and down, up and down. The legs on the millipede go up and down, all through the town. And look, Millie is looking to see if she can find something yummy to eat. And we're getting a really, really good look at her legs. Now, she has individual segments, and you can kind of see these stripes along her. Those are her divided body segments. And when a millipede is born, they only have about 6 segments. But as they grow, they molt, which is a word for the exoskeleton falls off and they grow a new one. And each time that happens, they get new legs until they get lots and lots and lots and lots of legs. We get the question a lot, do millipedes have 1,000,000 legs? And the answer is no. The millipede who had the most legs ever had 750, which is a lot. But it's not 1,000,000. And I want to show you, so millipedes, or the porous texacolans, are native to Texas. And you may see them if you're watching here from Central Texas. You may see them out in the wild. Here's another millipede friend. This one's a little bit bigger. And I wanted to bring her out so you could see the difference in color. This larger millipede is a bit darker. Our smaller millipede is more red. Oh, look at her go. I think they are so amazing. If you come across a millipede out in the wild in their natural environment, it's a good idea not to touch them just because you don't know those millipedes. I know these millipedes really well. We're friends, and I know that they're friendly and they are safe to hold. But if you see a millipede or a centipede out in the wild, it's a good thing to leave them in their space. All right, have to go, but so cute. Oh, thank you for coming. And we've got some new friends who have joined. Welcome. If you are just joining, this is Orthoporus texacolans, the amazing millipede sisters. Do, 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 do. And we are going to go ahead and let them go back into their habitat. If you're just joining and you're watching with someone, a friend or a child, let me know their names so that I can give a little shout out. All right, we're gonna do a close-up for Instagram. There's Millie. There she is. And a close-up for Facebook. Whoa, look at those antennae. And all of those legs, and we'll put them back in their little enclosure. They live, as I said earlier, in dirt and dried leaves and decaying wood. That's where they get a lot of their food and their nutrition. All right, here we go. Now it's time to meet. Let's go to Fuzzy. After we've met something with so many legs, I need a little dose of fuzzy cuteness. And I have Cupcake, the bunny rabbit, here to say hello. Here's Cupcake, everybody. Cupcake is a Holland Lop bunny rabbit, and she gets her name because she was originally bred in Holland, and she's got these flop ears. Cupcake, we get the question sometimes, is she fully grown? Because she's so cute and little, and she is. She's as big as she's ever going to get. But Holland Lop rabbits do vary a little bit in size, and we're going to meet bugs in a moment, and you'll see that they can be different colors and different sizes. That's actually one of the things that I think is really, really neat about bunny rabbits. Just like you and I, we might have very light skin, very dark skin, or somewhere in between. And a bunny rabbit may have very light fur, very dark fur, or somewhere in between. They might even have spots like Cupcake. And I want to give Instagram a close-up look at Cupcake's nose. And Facebook, check out this little nose. Oh, did you know that when a bunny rabbit wiggles their nose, it's so that they can get more air into their scent glands? Yeah, when they wiggle that nose, it means that they are excited and they want to know more. Isn't that right, Cupcake? Now, I bet some of you know a favorite treat of a bunny rabbit. While you're thinking about that, you can type out to me, what do you think a bunny rabbit's favorite treat is? We're going to sing a little song. We're going to sing Mary Had a Little Lamb, except Sally had a little bunny. Are you ready? Sally had a little bunny, little bunny, little bunny. Sally had a little bunny whose fur was white and brown. Let's try it again together. Sally had a little bunny, little bunny, little bunny. Sally had a little bunny whose fur was white and brown. And you have guessed, some of you have guessed one of the bunny's favorite snacks, and it is a carrot. So let's sing about Cupcake chomping on the carrot. Cupcake likes to chomp the carrot, chomp the carrot, chomp the carrot. Cupcake likes to chomp the carrot, yum, 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 yum. Cupcake likes to wiggle her nose, wiggle her nose, wiggle her nose. Oh, that's hard. Try it at home. Cupcake likes to wiggle her nose, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Now Cupcake is going to go back in her enclosure, and I'm going to get out her best friend, Bugs. And we're going to sing a little bit about Bugs. Here he comes. Everybody, this is Bugs the bunny. Bugs is also a Holland Lop rabbit. And look at his big feet that he's showing you. Whoa! Those are some big bunny feet. Will you sing about Bugs with me? Bugs is a little bunny, little bunny, little bunny. Bugs is a little bunny whose fur is, what color is this fur? White on the feet and gray on the body. Do you think Bugs also likes to chomp on carrots? I got news for you. He does. Bugs likes to chomp on carrots. Chomp on carrots, but not this morning. Might have a full tummy. Bugs loves to chomp on carrots. Yum, 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 yum. Let's get a look at Bugs's nose. Bugs can wiggle his nose, wiggle his nose, wiggle his nose. Bugs can wiggle his nose, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And Nina says, so cute. I think so too, Nina. I think that not only are bunny rabbits cute, but they are kind of amazing. So a bunny rabbit in the wild is going to look a little bit different than Cupcake and Bugs. Most of the time, wild rabbits have ears that do what? They stick straight up like this so that they can turn their ears and hear a predator in the wild. But our Holland Lop bunny rabbits have these floppy ears, of course, and they still love to hang out with friends. All of our bunny rabbits at Tiny Tails are paired with a bunny best friend. And let's see, Elaine is just joining us. Welcome, Elaine. I am so glad you're here. This is Bugs, the Holland Lop bunny rabbit. And if I've missed anybody else's names, please send me who's watching with you. Bugs the bunny, loves his friends, best friends with Cupcake. But in the wild, a bunny rabbit may live with as many as 50 of their friends and family underground in a tunnel. Whoa, would you like to live with 50 of your family and friends underground in a tunnel? I mean, maybe for a little bit, right? But bunny rabbits love to be social, and it's really important part of their community to live with a friend. So that's why they always live with a buddy, at least one buddy. Oh, and Bugs is so soft, and these feet are so cute. We have more animals to meet. Before we say bye-bye, Bugs, I'm going to ask, I need you guys to vote for our next animal. Would you like to meet a red-footed tortoise or a hedgehog? They are both really exciting animals, and they have something in common, which you might not think of. Oh, what on earth do a tortoise and a hedgehog have that's the same? While we're waiting for votes, let's sing one more time about Bugs the Bunny. Bugs is a little bunny, little bunny, little bunny. Bugs is a little bunny whose fur is soft and gray. All right, so we've got 2 votes for hedgehog. Nina and Elaine both want to meet the hedgehog, and so we'll say goodbye. Everybody at home, wiggle your nose and say, bye-bye, Bugs. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Okay. Well, I have one of our African pygmy hedgehogs here with me today to say hello to all of you. Y'all, this is Snoop Hogg, the hedgehog. And Snoop right now is curled up in a ball, sleeping. Oh my goodness. Let's be very quiet. Shh. Okay. Here he comes. Oh, he's waking up. Do you see how he's curled up in a ball? Hedgehogs sleep curled in a ball with their quills sticking straight out at all different angles, and they do this to stay safe. Now, when they are relaxed and just hanging out and very chill, then their quills aren't a danger. But if they need to puff out, or if they're sleeping, then they take air and they puff their quills. Their quills are hollow like a straw, and then they stick out all over their body and they protect them. Snoop, as I said, is an African pygmy hedgehog, and if you take a good look, you can see he's just about the size that fits nicely on my hand. He's never going to get any bigger than this, but there are 17 other species of hedgehogs who make it much larger. But I think that it's pretty great that Snoop is pocket-sized. All right, I'm going to ask you a question and then tell you a little bit more about Snoop. We're actually going to sing a song. But do you think that Snoop likes to eat a carrot like our bunny rabbits? Or does he like to eat a bug like our lizards? Okay, you guys think about that. And while we're thinking, I want you to count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does everybody have 5 fingers up? We're going to start with 5 and say, 5 little hedgehogs out to play, gathering. Oh, you know what I just realized? This rhyme tells you what snack the hedgehog likes. All right, so we had some guesses for carrots, and Nina said sleeps curled up like a dog. It's true. So hedgehogs like to eat worms. Here we go. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 little hedgehogs out to play, gathering worms along the way. While the worm goes squirm, 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 squirm. 5, 4. Can you put up your 4? 4 little hedgehogs out to play, gathering worms along the way. While those worms go squirm, 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 squirm. Okay, well, a hedgehog is off to see the worms, so we're down from 5 to 4 to 3. This time, try the chant with me wherever you are at home. 3 little hedgehogs out to play, gathering worms along the way. While the worm goes squirm, 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 squirm. It is hard to say squirm so much so fast. We are down from 3 to 2. 2 little hedgehogs out to play, gathering worms along the way, while the worm goes squirm, 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 squirm. Okay. Now we're down to 1 hedgehog. 1 hedgehog, just like Snoop. And we've got a little worm for Snoop to find. 1 little hedgehog out to play, gathering worms along the way, while the worm goes squirm, 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 squirm. Now let's watch and see if Snoop can sniff out those worms. Hedgehogs have these beautiful eyes on the front of their face, but they don't work too well. What does work really well is their noses. And look at that, Snoop found the worm. He sniffed it out, and now he's going chew, 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 chew. The worms might try to squirm away, nom, 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 but the hedgehogs can find them and eat them. Now, worms are a wonderful source of protein to help keep a hedgehog healthy. Do you eat worms? No. Maybe gummy worms, right? But not real worms. Snoop has these great ears. And the ears and the nose of a hedgehog are most of how they find their food. They may run up to 11 miles every night foraging for food, foraging for bugs, just like Snoop here. And do you see this lovely blonde color of Snoop Hog? Oh, you're dropping your little worm, my friend. Snoop is a light colored hedgehog, but they come in different colors. They may be dark, dark brown, or somewhere in between. Now, what would you say if I asked you, do hedgehogs have feathers, scales, or fur? Think about that for a moment, and while you're thinking, check out that powerful nose going to work. You think this nose can sniff out another bug, another worm? Let's see if Snoop can sniff out this other worm that's up here going squirm, squirm, squirm. What question did I ask you? I already forgot. I said, do hedgehogs, have scales, fur, or feathers? They have quills, and they have, I'm going to show you Snoop's tummy, they have fur. And fur is one of the ways that we know that Snoop is a mammal. Oh, and I'm sorry, Instagram. I had Snoop up here, and so you didn't see him capture his last worm, but he was victorious. He sniffed out that worm. Oh, excellent. Now, we are going to say goodbye to Snoop and hello to the red-footed tortoise. Do you remember I told you that a hedgehog and a tortoise had something in common? Oh, here, Facebook. Let me get you guys up a little bit. Oh, Jenny says quills. We had a guess of scales. Yes, hedgehogs have fur. If anyone has joined and is watching with a friend or a child, tell me their name so I can give them a shout out while we say hello to our fantastical red-footed tortoise friend, Littlefoot. Now, Littlefoot was born in 2018, which means she is only 2 years old. And this, my friends, is what a 2-year-old tortoise looks like. Oh, hi, Littlefoot. Where does Littlefoot get her name, red-footed tortoise? Well, let me show you. I'm going to bring her up nice and close to the camera. Do you see these beautiful red scales? That's why she's called red-footed. And both her legs, all 4 of her legs, and her shell and her head have this spotted appearance because the area that she's native to, and she lives in dirt, so she's got dirt all over her. I'm trying to get that off. The area that she's native to is a rainforest, a grassland, or they spend time underneath trees. And if you have ever seen light come down through the leaves, you'll notice it's kind of spotted. And so instead of being a solid color, the tortoise, red-footed tortoise, has these spots so that they can blend in. It's a kind of camouflage that keeps them safe, right, Littlefoot? I'm going to ask everybody my favorite question, which is, what kind of snack does this animal like? Do you think that a tortoise enjoys worms like the hedgehogs and the lizard? Or does a tortoise enjoy a carrot like our bunny rabbits? Now, while you're thinking about that, I'm going to tell you what's the same about a hedgehog and a tortoise. Tortoise have these lovely shells, and I'm going to give you a close-up. Here you go. Look at this, Instagram. Isn't that beautiful? And here we go, Facebook. Look at that gorgeous shell. It's made of a material called keratin. And keratin is what your fingernails are made out of. So if you tap your fingernail, tap, 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 tap. Can you feel it? Say yes, we can feel it. And that is what is true for a tortoise as well. They can feel through their shell because it's made of keratin. Now, a hedgehog's quills that are hollow and able to puff out are also made of keratin, made of hardened keratin. So that's what's the same about a red-footed tortoise and an African pygmy hedgehog. I think it's neat to find these things that are the same. And then even we can say that I have something in common with a tortoise and a hedgehog because I have keratin too. I have keratin on my fingernails. All right, we've had some guesses for what a tortoise likes to eat, and all of the guesses are correct. Junie and Nina said carrots, and that's right. A tortoise loves to chomp on a carrot, and I'm going to see if we can get Littlefoot to take a big bite. Now watch what she does when she's trying to get a bite of the carrot. Whoa, did you see her open her mouth so wide? This is a big carrot and she's a little tortoise. So I'm going to break off a little piece just because I think it's cute to offer her something that's a little bit smaller. Here we go. Make sure everybody can see. You want to come chomp this piece of carrot, Littlefoot? Now, when I asked you the question about what a tortoise likes to eat, I was kind of asking a trick question because red-footed tortoise are what's called an opportunist eater. And that name, that word, opportunist, sounds a lot like another word you might know, opportunity. And being an opportunist eater means that they will pretty much eat what they have the opportunity to eat. So a tortoise in the wild will chomp on leaves and vegetables and things like that. And in fact, we have a tortoise whose favorite treat is a raspberry. But if they come across a snail or a slug or even a small rodent, they may eat that because they know that their body needs the energy from that thing. Tortoises also really like greens. And so I'm going to put a leafy green right here. And while we're watching Littlefoot eat this green, oh, we're not as interested in the piece of green, are we? Maybe we're more interested in a carrot. While we're watching Littlefoot have a snack, I'm going to invite you to do what Littlefoot is doing with her neck. I want everyone to stretch your neck as far as you can. Stretchy neck. Oh, very good, everyone. Now, Facebook, you haven't really seen me stretching my neck, have you? Stretch. I want you to be able to see Littlefoot and me. Here we go. We're going to sing another song, of course, this time about a tortoise. And we're going to use the melody of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, Twinkle, twinkle, little star. And we're going to stretch out our necks, just like Littlefoot the tortoise. Here you go. Are you ready? Everybody stretch your neck. Stretching, stretching, stretch your neck. Stretching, stretching to the sky. Stretching, stretching very high. Pull down into your shell. Now everybody stretch your neck. Stretching, stretching, stretch your neck. Will you stretch your neck, Littlefoot? Look at that stretch. I have the question a lot. Does a tortoise come out of its shell? And the answer is no. And let me give you a really good look at Littlefoot. Do you see how she is attached to her shell? Let me show Instagram up here. Do you see that attachment of her body to her shell? A tortoise is attached to their shell and they can't live without it. So it's really important that they stay safe. If a tortoise's shell gets injured, that injures them too. Okay, Littlefoot. Littlefoot is going to grow up and not be so little one day. A red-footed tortoise may get as big as most of this table, this brunch table that we see Littlefoot is on right now. Oh, here comes Littlefoot. She's coming to get you guys. Are there any questions that you have about a tortoise? Now remember I said that the tortoise shell is made of the same thing as hedgehog quills and our fingernails. Anybody remember that word? Keratin. And so the keratin grows just like our hair and nails. A tortoise's shell is going to grow with them over time and have a unique pattern that's just theirs on the top of their shell. I want to give one more look at how beautiful a tortoise shell is. And look at the underside of Littlefoot's shell. I think that's beautiful too. Look at this, Instagram. We got the underside and we've got the top of the beautiful, beautiful tortoise shell. Oh, good question. Judy asks, how long does a tortoise live? Now, a red-footed tortoise may live as many as 50, that's 50 years, 50 or more. The tortoise who lived the longest that we have a record of was a Galapagos tortoise who lived 188 years, which is, whoa, much longer than you and I. So when people ask me, does a tortoise make a good pet? Oh, you got a tiny little hair on your head. It's one of my hairs got stuck on Littlefoot. The answer is yes, they make fantastic pets. But you want to make sure that you are able to care for them because they'll be with you for a long time. Eli wants to know how old Littlefoot is. Littlefoot was born in 2018 and is almost 3. But right now, he is 2 years old. Isn't that right, Littlefoot? Amazing. All right, we just had a little bit of tortoise poop, which, you know, happens. All right, everybody poops. You, me, tortoises. Where's my paper towel? There it is. All right. Okay, we have a couple more friends that we have time to meet, and we're going to sing a song. I would like everyone to say hello to my guinea pig friend, Reese's. Here he comes. Reese's has a fantastic hairdo. Oh, it's so silly. Look at you. Does anyone else wake up in the morning and they kind of have a hairdo a little bit like Reese's? Sometimes I do, but I get to put it back into a ponytail so it doesn't stay crazy looking. Now, Reese's is an Abyssinian guinea pig, and they all have these crazy hairdos. And just like the bunny rabbits, just like the hedgehogs, they may have fur that is very light, very dark, or somewhere in between. Reese's has how many colors? Will you count with me? I see black is one color. This beautiful auburn is another color, so that's two. And then white spots. Reese's has 3 different colors. Wow. And do you remember how much bunnies like to live with their friends and their family? Well, the same thing is true for guinea pigs. They really enjoy being social. And a guinea pig may again live with dozens and dozens of their friends and family. Guinea pig are a herd animal. They travel in a herd. Now, can y'all think of and tell me any other animals that you know that travel in a herd? Think about it. I know an animal that travels in a herd that goes moo, moo. Anybody know what animal I'm trying to make? Guinea pigs are a herd animal. And while you're thinking about other herd animals, I'll ask you, do you think that our guinea pig friend likes to eat worms like the lizard and the hedgehog, or a carrot? Well, Judy says that bison travel in a herd, and that's right. What else travels in a herd? Can y'all think of something? Elephants. Eli says elephants. That's exactly right. Wonderful herd animals. Guinea pigs love to eat carrots. Who else can think of an animal that travels in a herd and lives in a herd? We've got bison and we've got elephants. It's like we're still thinking. So I was thinking of cows. Cows travel in a herd. And so do horses travel in a herd. But all of these herd animals kind of move from one place to another in just a big clump. They get together and they go from where they need to go to the new place. Evan thinks frogs are herd animals. Evan, I do not know of any herds of frogs, but I think that they do often live in groups, don't they? Yes. And guinea pig herds, though, have a unique way of traveling. Instead of getting together and being in one big clump and going from one place to another, guinea pigs will line up in one single file line. What? Yes, that's right. Wouldn't you love to see a line of guinea pigs stretched out, traveling from one place to another? They will line up head to toe, head to tail, and go where they need to go just like that. The reason why is because they live in an area where the larger guinea pigs are at the front and the back of the line to keep the smaller guinea pigs safer in the very middle. So any baby guinea pigs or maybe old guinea pigs need to be in the middle to stay safe. And we have another question. Where do guinea pigs live? Well, nowadays they live pretty much everywhere because humans discovered that guinea pigs make fantastic companions, but they originated in South America. Yes, thank you for that question. Abyssinian guinea pigs, I can't remember if it's the Abyssinian guinea pigs or the smooth guinea pigs that were bred in France, but it's one of those. But originally they came from South America. And something else super duper cool is that if you go to Incan ruins in South America, you can see stone enclosures that were made just for guinea pigs inside the ruins, inside the community, so that we know guinea pigs and humans have been living together for thousands of years. And if you ever meet a guinea pig, you might know why. They're very sweet, they're very smart, and Reese's makes a good snacking buddy if you need some motivation to eat your carrots, right? Yes. Oh, I think we should sing a song about Reese's before we meet our last animal of the day. Let's see. How about Old MacDonald? We're going to sing Old MacDonald Had a Guinea Pig. But do you know what sound a guinea pig makes? They say, wee. So are you ready? Can you try that out at home? And Elaine remembers holding a guinea pig at the Millet Farmers Market. That's right, we've been there before, and I'm so glad you had a chance to hold a guinea pig, Elaine. All right, here we go. I'm not Old MacDonald. I am your friend Sally. So every time we say E-I-E-I-O, We're going to wiggle like a guinea pig because guinea pigs love to wiggle. Okay. My friend Sally has a guinea pig, E-I-E-I-O. My friend Sally has a guinea pig, E-I-E-I-O. With a wee wee here and a wee wee there, here, there, wee, everywhere, wee. My friend Sally has a guinea pig, E-I-E-I-O. Will you sing that with me again and get ready to wiggle? Here we go. My friend Sally has a guinea pig, E-I-E-I-O. Get your wiggles. My friend Sally has a guinea pig, E-I-E-I-O. Time to weet with a weet weet here and a weet weet there. Here, weet, there, weet, everywhere. Weet, weet. My friend Sally has a guinea pig, E-I-E-I, big wiggle. Oh, well done, everyone. All right, we've got some friends just joining us still on Instagram. If you are just joining, hello, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. We have one more animal to meet before we say goodbye. And we're saying adios for now to our friend Reese's. And I will introduce you to, oops, sorry, Reese's. Wrong enclosure. There you go. This is Poncho the bearded dragon. And I wanted to end with a bearded dragon because they are a super amazing animal from the deserts of Australia. Poncho has 3 eyes. What? Are you serious? And look, he's giving my little finger a hug right now. That is adorable. Oh my gosh. By the way, if you guys take any pictures of your children interacting with our video, we love for you to tag us if you end up posting on Facebook or Instagram. Tag us at tinytailstu.com because we like to see all the fun that you're having. So Poncho is a cowboy. Yep, and he has 3 eyes. Where's his 3rd eye? I can kind of see 2. 1, 2. Well, his 3rd. What? Do you see an eye up there? I'm going to turn the camera down so that you can get a better look. Now, if you check out right in front of my fingernail here, there's an area of scales that is a slightly different pattern, and there's a different color scale right in the middle. Now that is Poncho's 3rd eye. Here we go, Instagram. Or his parietal eye right in front there. And instead of sensing color and shape like the front eyes of a bearded dragon and like your eyes and my eyes, the parietal eye only senses light and dark, and it keeps them safe from predators. One of their main predators is a hawk, and it sweeps down, and the lizard can feel the shadow and escape. All right, everybody, I'm going to ask my favorite question. What kind of snack does our bearded dragon like to eat? Does our bearded dragon like to eat a carrot, like a bunny rabbit and a guinea pig and a tortoise? Or do they like to eat a worm like our other lizards and our hedgehog? What do you think? While you're thinking about that, I'm going to bring out the brunch table. Here we go. And we're going to get Poncho set up there. Poncho, look at his coloring. Is he not just the most beautiful shades of brown and orange and yellow? Bearded dragons come in some different colors. Oh boy. From very, very light, even white, to dark red, to dark brown, and then all in between. Sometimes a bearded dragon thinks that my fingers are worms, and so they get excited looking at my fingers. And yay, we had some guesses for worms. You are exactly right. Let's see if Poncho can find these worms. Already found one. Here, Poncho, I'm going to turn you so that our friends at home can see you hunting these bugs Oh, look, he thinks my finger is a worm. A bearded dragon tongue feels like sticky sandpaper. Come back here, my friend, so that everyone can see you eat the worm. Okay, here we go. There's that worm. Whoa! Did you see how fast he ate that worm? That was amazing. Would you like another one? Here he goes. Whoa! Now, did he use a little knife and fork to chop up his worm and eat it up? No, he used sticky tongue to grab it. And like I said, a bearded dragon tongue feels like sticky sandpaper. Junie asks if Poncho breathes fire. If he does, I've never seen it, but anything's possible, right? Oh, are you asking because Poncho is a bearded dragon and you know that dragons and stories breathe fire? Well, Poncho does not breathe fire, but Poncho has this incredible bunch of extra skin underneath his neck. And that's where he gets his name, Bearded Dragon. If he's scared or needs to defend himself, he'll puff out that skin underneath his neck. Hi, I know I'm talking about you. He'll puff out that skin and it turns jet black and it looks like a beard. All right, everyone. This has been fantastic. We see, I saw a question. Are worms just snacks or treats? What do they eat? Great question. Worms are an enhancement to the diet of a bearded dragon, and they get different things daily. They get worms. They also eat beetles. And they also eat greens, and they have a special calcium powder that goes on their food a couple days a week to keep them really healthy. So good question. And bearded dragons can live 12 to 15 years in captivity and make really wonderful pets. They're very friendly, aren't you, Poncho? Yes, very friendly. The time has come to say goodbye. And so just like we sang to start, we're going to sing to end. And we're going to put a little bit of greens right here for Poncho. All right, and if you were here for our song to begin, you probably can sing along to our song to end. We're going to sing We Came to Meet Some Animals. Tiny Tails theme song. We came to meet some animals, lizards and guinea pigs. We played and sang and moved and learned with tortoises and hedgehogs we adored. With tiny tails to you, we learned to be a friend. To all the chinchillas and bunny rabbits, it's time now to end. Goodbye, everyone. I'll see you later. I hope you enjoyed meeting all of our animals today. Remember, you can have your own animal meetup experience. You can go to our website and try free activities like bunny yoga and tortoise yoga. And until then, until I see you again, take care and love an animal. All right. Bye, everybody. Goodbye, Facebook. There we go.